Right now, time to get to Ed Welsh from AAA to talk about gas prices. Ed, how are you?
What's up, Ed?
I'm well. How you guys doing this morning?
Doing
Not
great.
bad.
Doing great. So we're finally, I guess our voices were heard here on the Talk of the Town. We've been screaming about getting these lower gas prices to come to Utica, while the rest of the state seems to have enjoyed some lower gas prices. We're still trailing some of those other municipalities, but we're closing the gap. Why are we doing that? Why is it coming? Why did it take so long?
Well, and by the way, Buffalo's about 15 cents higher, or pardon me, about 6 cents higher than we are this morning. So we are. There's somebody worse off than us. How's that?
Good.
Ed, do you wake up and check these like their stock market numbers?
I do, and I check the stock market first, so that's more important to me.
Right.
But the truth of the matter is, I look at gas prices every day, and have done so for the past 30 years at AAA.
And we've come a long way from last year. So, and I brought up.
We're $1.16 a gallon lower today than we were 1 year ago today.
Wow.
So, but your other point was, why does it take so long? And that's always a question I get asked quite a bit. And a couple of reasons we've noticed over the years. Number one, our market here lacks competition. A lot of the other markets do. You go into Syracuse, for example, it's a hotly competitive market. And when you get around 81, where it cuts through Syracuse, and you get around Cicero and places like that, the people in the gasoline and trucking business know that if they don't offer a good deal, you can just go down the road 75 miles and be in Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
You say it's competitive. You say it's competitive. How so? Why is it competitive there in Syracuse where it isn't here? Is it more gas stations?
It's more brands of gas, more companies selling gasoline. If you look in this area, how many retailers do you really have?
2, right?
I mean, you've got just a couple. And the other thing is you've got lack of oil companies here. For example, you don't have. I mean, years ago we had Texaco, Exxon, Gulf, Shell. All of them were here. Mobil, Exxon, Sunoco. Matter of fact, when you got off the thruway in North Utica, literally all those companies were within half a mile of each other. You had 8 or 9 gas stations of different brands right off the thruway, competing with each other. The fast food kind of places, or the fast gas kind of place, they buy their gas from the same companies that sell it to you retail. So what you have really is only a few companies competing in the marketplace using the same gas, pretty much. So you've got a lack of competition here that's always kept the prices a lot higher for the last 10 or 12 years.
Ed, and I know one of the other factors you have mentioned before, and I brought this up, I was talking to Dave about this earlier, were the different blends. And I'm not sure if we're in the winter blend season yet, but there are 2 different blends of gasoline that may tend to change the cost as well.
Correct. And what's interesting is what you're about to, the winter blend starts getting manufactured right around the end of September. So we're still burning summer gas, but by the end of October here, we'll be pretty much burning winter gas. It's around 18 to 20 cents a gallon cheaper to produce. So what happens is we're not done with the prices going down yet in my book. Normally you have a seasonal drop right after Labor Day, which is the summer gasoline season ending, and you've got a glut of gasoline on the market from the summer season. And, of course, they want to get rid of all the summer gas because they're manufacturing winter gas. And for people, what's the real difference? It's got to do with what's called the Reed vapor pressure. If you ever open a gas can in your garage and hear the vapor coming out, that's what happens in your gas tank as well, although your gas tank is ventilated into your pollution control system. But what happens is, the summertime, they have to control the expansion of the gas. Otherwise, you'd have, remember the old days of carburetors, we used to have vapor lock.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And what that was the pressure of the gasoline and the fumes wouldn't allow the gas to flow correctly. So what they do is they change the blend in the summertime to accomplish that, as well as deal with possibles of smog and things of that nature in certain markets. The reason it's so much more expensive is that there's literally 25 to 30 different blends of gasoline for the United States for pollution reasons. The gasoline, for example, sold in L.A. is much different than what's sold in Denver in the summertime. They're worried about smog and the elevation, so they have to have all these differences.
Yeah.
Once it gets cold outside, and even cold in California's terms, might be 50 or 60 degrees in the wintertime, they don't need to have all these blends. So from a manufacturing standpoint, it's much cheaper in the wintertime because they can use less blends of gasoline to do the same job.
Talking to Ed Welsh, AAA, 100.7 FM WUTQ, and with the more favorable gas prices, are your stats showing more people are traveling via car and also more repairs and roadway rescues for AAA as well?
Yeah, we've noticed an uptick in a lot of volume over the summertime. You'll see some stats come out from the government that we've driven about. I think it went up about 20% in driving miles went up this past year, which is quite a bit, and that was due basically to lower gas prices. People. This is a driving culture. Regardless of what happens with the price of cars and things, people want to go places and they want to drive. So we'll just say our wanderlust as a population has not really changed. What controls our travel habits is really how much we have to spend on it. So as the price of gas goes down, we're much more apt to drive more because that's really ingrained in our culture. And that's exactly what happens. Obviously, there's a lull when you deal with the summertime versus at the end of the summer season. But our surveys are out right now for the Thanksgiving Christmas season. And I don't have the data yet, but my gut tells me we're going to have a record travel season this year. And I also think that we're going to see gas prices get down even another 15, 18 cents a gallon at least around here. Down in New Jersey, there's places paying in the 180s for gasoline.
Come on, Ed. Let's make it happen for Thanksgiving. Come on.
Exactly. Well, we're going to work on that. But one of the trend lines you guys want to watch, or anybody wants to watch, is what the price is of gas in New Jersey. If it keeps going down in New Jersey, it goes down every place else.
All right, we'll be watching.
That's one of the barometers.
Great. Ed, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Ed.
Hey, thanks for having me on today, and happy to talk to you guys anytime.
All right.
Great.
Ed Welsh from AAA on the Talk of the Town, 100.7 FM WUTQ.